My father is not well, apparently.
What? What's going on? Is he sick?
He doesn't have long to live.
What? Is it that bad? Is he in the hospital?
Yes, he is.
Really? Your mother must be having a hard time too. I think you should go visit him as soon as possible.
Yeah, you go check him.
Just me? You're not going?
I don't need to go. I never had that strong relationship with my father to begin with.
It's not about only that. He is your own father, remember?
Yes, but I have to work. I'm busy.
I have to work too.
No matter what you think, I'm busier than you.
But I'm also worried about your mother. You could at least make time to go visit them, couldn't you?
That's why I'm telling you to go. For the sake of my inheritance, you should go visit him on my behalf. Please make it seem like we're doing a lot for them too.
What? You want me to go visit your father for that?
Why else would I do it? I don't know how much of his assets I'm going to receive. It all depends on your attitude towards them. Make sure you flatter my mother.
I'm not going there for that. I'm going to see them because I'm worried about them.
Then behave well.
So you really don't want to go?
No, I'm not going.
Why? Aren't you worried about them? It must be hard for your mother who is accompanying him. And your father is having an even harder time. You're his eldest son. Shouldn't you go see him?
You sound like my mother. Maybe that's why I feel annoyed.
How am I being annoying?
The relationship between me and my family is none of your business. I say you, as my wife, should behave appropriately and well. If you can't do that, then what's the point of me marrying you?
I didn't think I married you for that. I feel sorry for your father that you're this cold.
I don't care. I don't need you to tell me that. Bye.
Wait a minute. You've been coming home late lately, or even sometimes you come home the next day. What are you doing?
Huh? I'm working, of course. Why are you asking me that? No sense in answering such an obvious question.
I know you're lying.
What?
You say you come home late from work, but you hardly ever work overtime, do you? I ran into your colleague, Mr. Sanders, at the train station the other day. I said you're going home early to him. He told me that these days the company is sending them home early to cut down on overtime pay. So he said he was exhausted because he was so busy during the day.
He's in a different department.
Mr. Sanders also mentioned you.
Me? What did he say?
Recently, when he invites you out for a drink, you say you need to go home right away. And he said it's nice that you and I get along so well.
Oh, I see.
But you haven't been home early lately, have you? Do you have another place to return to?
Shut up! You're my wife, so you'd better shut your mouth. I come home after all, so that's fine.
That's not the point.
Anyway, you behave yourself with my mother and father. I can't go visit them because I'm busy. But tell them I'm very worried about him or something.
Why don't you go and tell them that yourself? Well, that's enough. I get it. Hannah, thanks again for your help today. I know you must be busy too, but you came all the way to the hospital. You say you're doing this for Brian, who's busy with work. I really appreciate that you take your time for us. Thank you for saying that. But it must be hard for you too. You visit him every day, right? Let me know if you get tired. I will cover for you. You can always tell me. Thank you. Hannah, you're truly a great daughter-in-law. Brian is lucky to be married to a wife like you. He doesn't seem to think so. But just having you say so is a relief to me. Thank you very much. My husband is not going to make it. Please don't say that. Let us not give up hope until the end. The doctor told me he had at most 1 week to live. Oh no. I think we'll be discussing his inheritance soon. All of our children are boys. Sad to say, but I guess so. I hope he manages to get through. So, I need to talk to you about something. Oh, what is it? Could we meet outside the hospital? Of course, you can talk to me about anything. Your father took his last breath. Now we will move to the funeral home to make our arrangements. The funeral will be about 2 days later.
Oh, I see. Sorry, but I'm not going to be at the funeral.
Huh? What are you talking about? It's your father's funeral.
You'll be there and that's enough. I'm going on a trip tomorrow.
Huh? A trip? You never told me that.
I didn't tell you, so it's no surprise you didn't know. I've already made a reservation and can't cancel, so I will miss the funeral.
You're just joking, right? At a time like this. How could the eldest son not attend his father's funeral?
I don't care about my father's funeral, frankly.
What did you say?
No one discusses inheritance at a funeral, right?
Are you really only interested in his assets? You didn't even visit him once.
I met him at the end of last year, so that's enough. Besides, what's the point of talking about someone who's no longer in this world? We are still alive. So we should put our lives first, right?
Huh? I don't understand. I really think you should be at the funeral.
No, I'm not going. I'm only going to attend a discussion about inheritance.
What? Are you serious about that? Isn't that too insane?
I am the eldest son, but you should do your job as my wife. Tell them I'm on a business trip or something. Don't make a bad impression to my folks, okay? If I don't get his inheritance, it's your fault.
If you're going to say that, why don't you just attend? If it's bereavement leave, most business trips are canceled, right?
The business trip is just a made-up story. Actually, I'm going on a trip. Anyways, I'm leaving now. See ya.
What? See you? Are you serious? I've had enough of you. All right. I don't care if you regret this.
How was the funeral? I'm enjoying my trip.
I see. Enjoy. You don't have to come back.
What are you sulking about? You're not a child, so don't be like that.
Whatever.
Don't tell me you're still mad at me. Why? You alone were enough to attend my father's funeral. The inheritance meeting is next week, right? I'll definitely be there for that.
We've already decided how to divide your father's assets.
What?
We're having that discussion right now, while you're just having a good time like an idiot. When you come back, no one will welcome you anymore. They already know everything.
Wait a minute, what are you talking about? What do you mean?
Don't you understand? You are stupid enough to contact me now. What do you want to do? As I said, we've already decided how to divide your father's assets.
Wait. I don't understand. I thought the meeting was next week.
I don't think anyone said it was next week.
Yes, but normally you don't talk about how to divide their assets right after death, right? Use common sense.
Did you say common sense? You've been acting the most insane. Don't talk to me about common sense. Your brother Billy and Eric, they live far away. We don't know if we can get everyone together again soon. This is the most practical thing to do, right?
Yes, but seriously? I'm the oldest son and I'm not there. Do you do important things like that?
It might be more correct to say that we decided to talk about it because you weren't around.
Huh?
You won't receive a cent of the inheritance.
Are you kidding me? Stop lying!
Your mother has already decided. It's final.
Screw you! What happened to the money? The money I was supposed to receive.
Bailey will take over your father's business. And Eric receives the land that your father owned. The remaining assets were divided between your mother and me.
What? You? What the hell does that mean? I don't understand. If you're getting the inheritance, does that mean it's my money? What do you mean?
No. You and I are already divorced.
Divorce? What the hell are you talking about?
You know what? I already know you've been cheating on me.
What are you talking about?
There's no use pretending that you don't know. I've seen the text between you and the woman you're having an affair with. I have screenshots.
What? Why?
You were going to divorce me when you received your inheritance. And you were going to live with that woman, weren't you? So you had all the divorce papers ready to go, right?
Huh? You didn't find that, did you?
Yes, I found it. So I filed the divorce papers.
What? What are you doing? That's so unnecessary.
Do you know why I received the inheritance instead of you?
How am I supposed to know that? My mother just lost her mind, didn't she? That's unacceptable.
You're gonna pay alimony, though.
What?
Your mother was worried that you never came to visit them, even though you live nearby. But all you did was talk about the inheritance. So I talked to her about my concerns. And this is the result. Good for us, right?
Was it good? Good for what?
Your mother already knew that all you cared about was the inheritance. She told me that she had decided to let me inherit the assets. Of course, I told her that she should get the part she was supposed to get.
Nothing is good. You took the inheritance I was supposed to get. I won't allow that.
You don't have to allow me. Even if you had inherited his assets, I'll claim it as alimony, so it's the same.
You're lying.
You have betrayed me and ignored your family up until this point. Don't you think this is what you deserve? Live happily with your pretty girlfriend. Oh, and I have told all of this to your company.
What?
She's an intern at your office, right? You'll be uncomfortable at the office from now on. But good luck with your work. Because there's nothing you can inherit. You have to work to live.
Wait, Hannah! You can't tell my company. Let's not get a divorce. I can't get a divorce under these circumstances.
Well, you must be mistaken.
Huh?
We're already divorced. We are strangers. You don't have to contact me anymore. You've been abandoned by your entire family. That's what you get. Bye, loser. Eventually, Brian rushed home from his trip. He visited his parents' house, but his mother was so mad with him and kicked him out. He was told not to enter the property of their house again. He was dismayed and disowned by his own brothers. Brian was also called by his supervisor at work and asked what was going on. Then it all came out and he was embarrassed. Additionally, the intern who was his girlfriend awkwardly resigned, and he lost touch with her just like that. Brian lost everything, and all he had left was his job. It was too late to regret it.